Over the past couple weeks, I've been starting to feel a bit of disconnect from my creativity. I've been feeling energetically kind of heavy lately, and usually when that happens, it means I need to reground myself and my intentions. A big part of that for me is reconnecting to my body. I've started doing cold plunges again as a way to start to bring myself back to my body. I've also been trying to go for more walks to enjoy the melancholy fall weather since it brings me so much joy. I love the crisp autumn air, the changing colors of the leaves, and the rainy days that Vancouver is so well known for. I've also been trying to romanticize my creativity. I went to a writing meetup at this really cool bar. I've been wandering around the bookstores to see what others have been creating, and I'm trying to remind myself of how grateful I am to live in a place with such incredible nature, which is something that always inspires me. I find that finding balance and gratitude is what helps me through moments of heaviness, so that is what I'm trying to do. I don't even know how much I want to get into it in this video because I feel like I could talk about it for a long time, and I also am still like in the decision-making phase. But like the situation with Between the Waves is just, we've hit a bit of a rough patch. I'm just like so back and forth with it, and I feel like I've done not even that many drafts, but I've done, about 4-ish drafts now, and they all feel like a first draft. Like it feels like every single one has been rewritten so much, and the plot has been changed so much, and even some of the core themes that I didn't really realize I was changing that much, but I changed them a tiny little bit since the first draft, and since that first draft from that first draft to now this draft that I'm currently on, because it changed a little bit every single time I rewrote or re-outlined. I feel like I'm now, it feels like I'm further away from the core of what I wanted the story to be when I initially started writing it 2 years ago for Camp NaNoWriMo. And I have a deadline for myself for this book, and I know that I need to be working on it, and I want it done by that time. So like, I don't want to redo everything, but I wouldn't necessarily be redoing everything, but I don't want to change everything again. But at the same time, I just feel like that might be what it needs. Like I feel like it might need to be that first draft all over again. I've kind of like put the drafting for Between the Waves on pause because I just need, I feel like there are other things that I need to figure out, and I also need to like meditate on it a bit, and I need to like re-inspire myself, and I think I'm going to reread that very first draft that I ever did for the first draft for NaNoWriMo. I think I have the printed copy, so I think I'm going to read it and see how I feel about that initial version. And I honestly think that I might just participate in NaNoWriMo with this new story that I still plan on writing. But yeah, I just think that I'm at this point where I might not shelf it, because I'm still going to publish it at some point, but I am going to just put it down for a second, reread the first draft, work on something else, because for the past 2 years I have pretty much been working on this with no break. I've had breaks obviously, but I've had no moments where I've worked on a different creative project of this magnitude and of this style. Obviously I worked on the poetry, but it's not the same. So I think I need to do that. I think I need to have a palette cleanser, work on something different, reread the first draft to try and reconnect with my initial intentions with the story. And then we're gonna go from there, which is just, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, but we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. On a more exciting and positive note, I received a package, and this package contains the proof copies of my poetry collection that I will be releasing. So I'm very excited about that. I'm gonna open this. I'll probably open it on camera, but I don't know if I'll really show you, just because I don't know. I'm still gonna make the announcement video, obviously, and I'm still gonna do like the cover reveal and stuff, but I just want to open it. Does this seem big? Is that large? Oh, this is, wait, where's my other, okay, well, first of all, it's way too big. I was supposed to select the smaller size and obviously I did not. That is fine. I also ordered it in, you can like choose two options. You can choose glossy or matte. And I couldn't figure out because I was like, I think that I want it to be glossy just because I feel like that would look really nice with the design of the cover. But also when I was like doing some market research by going through my own bookshelf, and most of the books that I have are a matte cover, and I don't really know why most of them are printed that way, but I ordered the glossy version because I just think that it will look better with the style of the cover, but I'm not sure, honestly. I really don't know. I actually really like it. It does need to be quite a bit smaller because I'm comparing it to another poetry book that I know was self-published, and mine is huge compared to that. And I also see a couple spots where it kind of needs to be brightened up, like it wasn't printed as bright as I thought it would be. I'm probably not gonna cry, but there's always the chance. I mean, actually, now that I'm looking through it, I think I do want to add a couple illustrations. I'll probably do some like custom illustrations for it. Wow. Also, the formatting looks really good. So basically I ended up formatting it with Word because I didn't want to pay for formatting, and I have Microsoft Office anyway, so I figured I'd format it that way. And it came out really good. This is wild. Let me add this to my to-do list. I need to brighten up some of the parts of the illustration just because they need to have, they need to stand out a bit more. I also need to change the size of the book because this is like 30% larger than all the other poetry books that I have. I didn't realize I did that. That cheered me up a little bit. I don't feel as bad about the whole between the waves situation. I also think that I just have not been prioritizing my like creativity lately. Like obviously I've been writing and I've been creating, but I haven't been prioritizing refilling that creative well, I suppose. And for me that looks like spending more time in nature. That there's also like a spirituality aspect to it for me, and things that I just have not been prioritizing, and that is a goal for this upcoming week, is to prioritize refilling the creative well a bit more, because I think that that would help a lot with the current predicament. So I feel like it's very dark, but I just wanted to update because I feel like I haven't been updating the vlog. To be honest, I kind of just needed a weekend to like take care of myself, I think. I've just been fairly stressed lately. Like I can tell that I'm more stressed than I need to be and that I'm not like managing it well. So I decided to take this weekend and just try and, I don't know, try and get back into some old healthy habits. Obviously it's going to take a lot longer to get into them than just doing them for a weekend, but I thought I would start now just because I feel like I just need to like get back in the habit of finding good coping mechanisms. So this whole weekend that looked like sleeping in just and taking naps a lot, and just I did not sleep well last week, so I needed to catch up on a lot of sleep. It also looked like getting up and going to the gym this morning. I haven't really been going to the gym. I've still been doing some movement, like I've been running a little bit and doing a little bit of hoop. But for me, I just know that I'm so much less stressed and I sleep so much better and I feel so much better when I am doing movement every single day, some sort of movement, even if that ends up just being like a 20-minute jog. So I really need to get back into the habit of doing that. So I did start doing another exercise program this morning that's like strength training based. So I'll go to the gym to do it, which is nice. And then, so yeah, self-care today looked like going to the gym. I'm trying to get back into that routine. It also looked like I went and got a wax, which I know that sounds like both the gym and going for a wax sound like not super fun things, but sometimes self-care needs to be things like that. Sometimes the self-care needs to be sitting in bed, watching a movie and ordering a pizza. And other times self-care needs to look like getting myself to do movement and going to the gym or doing some sort of training, and then doing something like a wax, for example, that kind of just like, obviously it's not a necessary thing, but it's kind of like a fun thing that makes me feel like I'm taking care of myself. And then also making a beautiful bowl, I guess. It's just like this vegan bowl. I was inspired by a meal that one of my friends makes very often. So I basically tried to recreate it. This is a lot of food, but also I didn't eat after the gym, so I really need to get some nutrients in. And my plan, honestly, for the rest of the night, I think, is to just, I'll probably do some yoga before bed. I have a tiny bit of client work to get done. And then I'll probably just like relax. Maybe I'll watch a movie, maybe I'll read a book, maybe I'll go for a walk outside and listen to a podcast. But I just know that I need to take it easy, and I've been like too stressed to put my all into the projects that I'm working on right now, and has made me more stressed because I want to put effort into those. So yeah, I need to take it easy tonight, and then hopefully as I get control of my stress and de-stress a little bit, I'll become a bit more creative and I'll feel a bit better about the projects that I'm currently working on. So I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to smile, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.